Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, shifted your legs to find that familiar warm weight at the foot of your bed, only to realize the spot is cold? Maybe for months or even years, your cat has been your nightly shadow, waiting for you to crawl under the covers so they can claim their place by your side. But suddenly, something has changed. They're sleeping in the living room now, or tucked away in a closet, or on top of a bookshelf where you can't reach them. It's a quiet shift, but it feels loud. As a cat owner, it can feel like a personal rejection, like a tiny, furry heartbreak. You start wondering if they're mad at you, or if the bond you spent so much time building has somehow dissolved overnight. But before you let that worry take root, you need to understand something fundamental about how your cat communicates. To a cat, a change in habit isn't just a mood, it's a message. Today, we're going to look at the real reasons your cat might have stopped sleeping with you, from the subtle environmental stressors to the physical red flags they're trying to hide. Most importantly, we're going to talk about how you can listen to what they're saying and how to bring them back to your side. The sacred contract of sleep. To understand why they left, we first have to understand why they were there in the first place. To a cat, choosing to sleep with a human is one of the most emotionally loaded decisions they can make. In the wild, sleep is the most dangerous time for a predator because it's when they are most vulnerable to being hunted themselves. Their every instinct tells them to find a hidden, elevated, or secure spot where nothing can sneak up on them. When your cat chooses your bed, they aren't just looking for a warm mattress, they are telling you that you are their safe place. They are overriding thousands of years of survival instinct because they trust you enough to let their guard down completely. Research shows that cats form attachment bonds with their owners that are remarkably similar to the bonds between human infants and their parents. When they sleep with you, they're blending their scent with yours, creating a communal colony scent that signals to their brain, this person is family and this place is home. So, when that nightly ritual stops, it's not because they've stopped loving you. It's because something in their world has made them feel like that safe place isn't as secure as it used to be. Reason 1. The hidden language of pain. The most critical thing every cat owner needs to know is that cats are masters at hiding pain. In the wild, showing weakness or injury makes you a target, so cats have evolved to suffer in silence. Often, the very first sign that a cat is dealing with a physical issue isn't the limp or a cry, it's a change in their routine. If your cat is getting older, they might be dealing with arthritis or joint stiffness. Colder months can make this even worse. Your bed might be too high for them to jump onto comfortably, or they might find that the way they have to position their body to sleep next to you causes them dull, constant aching. Instead of asking for help, they seek out solitude and a spot that's easier to reach. Another common physical factor is chronic, low-level dehydration. Many indoor cats live on a diet of mostly dry kibble, which only contains about 10% moisture. Because cats have a naturally low thirst drive, they can live in a state of constant dehydration that puts immense pressure on their kidneys. This can lead to kidney strain or urinary issues that make them feel generally unwell and lethargic. When a cat doesn't feel good, their instinct is to withdraw and hide to protect themselves while they recover. Reason 2. The unpredictable giant. Sometimes the reason they leave the bed is rooted in a shift in your relationship. Cats don't process cause and effect the way humans do. If you've been stressed lately and perhaps raised your voice or yelled when they knocked something over, you might have unintentionally broken a layer of trust. To a cat, a raised voice isn't a lesson, it's a sign that you are unpredictable. And to a cat, unpredictable means unsafe. A study found that cats exposed to regular shouting showed higher levels of chronic stress and were more likely to develop behaviors like hiding or avoiding the person who yelled. If they've started associating being near you with the possibility of a sudden, loud reaction, they may decide that the bed, the place where they are most vulnerable, is no longer the best place to be. This also applies to how we handle them. We often scoop up our cats and hold them because they look cute, but for many cats, being lifted off the ground without warning triggers a survival-level stress response. In their world, the only time their paws leave the ground is when a predator has caught them. If you've been picking them up while they were sleeping or trying to relax, they may start sleeping in harder-to-reach places specifically to protect their sleep from being interrupted. Reason 3. The scent and environment shield. Cats experience the world through their noses in a way we can barely imagine. Their sense of smell is 14 times stronger than ours. Their sense of safety is chemically tied to the scent of their home. If you've recently started using new winter candles, essential oil diffusers, or even a different laundry detergent, you might have unintentionally turned your bedroom into a place that feels overwhelming to them. Many scents that are comforting to humans, like cinnamon, pine, or eucalyptus, can be physically irritating or even toxic to cats. If the bed no longer smells like home and instead smells like sharp chemical odors, they will seek out a spot that feels more neutral. Furthermore, in the winter, we tend to seal our windows and crank up the heat. This creates stale, dry air that can irritate a cat's lungs and dry out their skin. If your bedroom feels stuffy or the air is too dry, your cat might move to a cooler part of the house or a room with better air circulation just to breathe easier. Reason 4. The mentally starving cat. We often mistake a quiet, sleeping cat for a low-maintenance or lazy cat, but many indoor cats are actually suffering from extreme boredom. Cats are hardwired ambush predators. Their entire brain is built around the hunting sequence: stalk, chase, pounce, catch, kill, eat. When this cycle is never activated, something inside the cat starts to break down. They can become depressed, withdrawn, and seemingly moody. If you've stopped engaging them in real play, the kind where they actually get to catch the toy and feel that rush of dopamine, they may lose the energy and interest needed to maintain their social bonds, including sleeping with you. A lazy cat is often a cat that has just given up on trying to find stimulation in their environment. Reason 5. Territorial tension. Cats are also highly sensitive to the layout of their territory. If you've moved their litter box to a dark corner or near a loud appliance, it can create a baseline of anxiety that follows them through the day. Additionally, the introduction of a new pet or a new person in the house can completely rewrite the social map of the home. Your cat might feel like they have to guard a different area of the house, or they might feel that the bedroom is now occupied territory where they don't feel they can fully relax. How to bring them back: rebuilding the bond. If your cat has stopped sleeping with you, the worst thing you can do is try to force it. You can't pick them up and put them on the bed. That only reinforces the idea that they've lost control. Instead, you have to make yourself safe again and meet them on their terms. Here is how you can begin the repair. 1. Meet them at their level. The simplest and most powerful thing you can do is sit on the floor. Every human is a giant to a cat, and even our love usually comes from a height. When you sit on the floor and just exist there without reaching for them or calling their name, you're telling them that you are not a threat. You are allowing them to choose to be near you without any pressure. Over time, you'll notice the distance between you starts to shrink. 2. The power of hand feeding. Once a week, try offering a few pieces of their favorite food or a treat directly from your open palm. This taps into their earliest memories of trust, mirroring the way a mother cat provides for her kittens. It tells your cat on a primal, biological level, "I provide for you, and you are safe with me." It transforms your hands from something that might grab them into something they can trust completely. 3. Use your cat voice. Science has proven that cats respond to a specific kind of voice: short, soft, and slightly higher-pitched phrases.
Your cat can actually distinguish your voice from a stranger's, but only when you use this gentle tone. Avoid flat, loud, or distracted tones. By speaking to them softly as you go about your day, you are building a vocal identity of safety that regulates their nervous system. 4. The 3-second apology. If there has been tension, use the slow blink. Catch their eye from across the room and slowly, deliberately close your eyes and open them again. In cat language, this is a cat kiss. It's an intentional signal that says, "I am not a threat and I trust you." Studies show that cats are significantly more likely to approach a person who slow blinks at them. It's the most effective way to say, "I'm sorry," in their language.
Complete the hunt. Bring back real playtime. Stop just waving the toy around. Make it act like prey. Let it hide, let it freeze, and then let your cat catch it. Let them kill it with their back legs and sit with their victory. This releases the satisfaction they are mentally starving for and makes you the source of their deepest instinct being fulfilled. The 6th, the wet toothbrush trick. For a deep emotional reset, try the wet toothbrush trick. Take a clean, soft, bristled toothbrush, dampen it with room temperature water, and gently stroke the top of your cat's head and cheeks. This sensation perfectly mimics a mother cat's tongue grooming her kittens. It sends a powerful message straight to their nervous system. You're safe, you're loved, and you're home. 7. Check the vitals. If you've tried rebuilding the bond and your cat still seems distant or stiff, it's time for a vet visit. Remember, they won't tell you they're hurting, they'll just hide. Catching arthritis or kidney issues early can add years to their life and bring them back to your side. Your cat didn't leave your bed because they stopped caring about you. They left because, for some reason, their world felt a little less stable, and their instincts told them to find a new way to feel safe. By listening to the silence of their absence, you have the chance to learn more about them than you ever did when they were just sleeping by your feet. You have the chance to show them that you are the person who understands their language, respects their boundaries, and will always be their safest place in the world. If you learned something new about your cat today, or if this helped you understand why your own nightly shadow has moved to a new spot, hit like and subscribe. We are here to help you bridge the gap between human and cat, one slow blink at a time. Tell us in the comments, where is your cat's favorite new sleeping spot? We love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep meeting them where they are. They're worth the wait.